Hey friends, it's Mary and I'm back with another Traveler's Notebook process video for you. Today we are diving into the Citrus Twist Sonoma kit and I am going to start by making my Winter Traveler's Notebook. So if you've been following along with my Traveler's Notebooks process videos that I've been doing for you, you will have noticed that I'm doing a seasonal theme Traveler's Notebook because I'm documenting our town and the stories that happen in our town throughout each season. So that way, when we move, because we are planning on moving hopefully in June back over to the other side of the mountains in our state, that we will have a bunch of stories that are documented from my children's hometown. So what you see me doing is I'm just making my traveler's notebook. It's a really easy process. I just cut everything down to, let's see, it's 8.25 by, I think it's 8.25 by 8.25, and then I just fold it in half. And you can make it whatever size you want to. I just want to make sure that it's consistent. And over on the left, you could see I showed you in the very beginning my fall traveler's notebook, and I have a couple more stories I want to put in that, and then it'll be completed. So I use just bright white paper from, it's like, regular computer paper, and I usually cover it up anyway. So if I don't cover it up, then I have a nice white base to work with. And as you can see with my process, I just like to clip everything together, and then I take my rotary knife. This is usually used for quilting, but I definitely do use it for paper as well, because if you make sure that keep it all still, you'll have a perfect straight edge cut, and it just turns out looking really professional. So now that that is done, I did want to tell you that I used the Ellie Studio Family Fun 2 paper that came in the kit. So on one side is this nice, beautiful wood grain, which is perfect for a winter theme. And then on the other side, it has a bunch of little winter sayings, and you'll see that as soon as I start working on my inside. So I'm using the exclusive cut apart sheet from the Sonoma kit, and I'm going to cut out just a couple of these little elements. One of them is a label. It looks like snow, and then the other one is a little label that says this is a true story. And then I'll also use the story die cut with that as well. So I'm just kind of cutting things up, thinking I really think that this will work, or this won't work, or just in case it works. I'm going to fussy cut up this little hexagon. I don't use it on the front, but I do use it in the back. And one way to stretch your little bits is to, cut them in half and use half on the top or half on the other half on the bottom. And it just makes it stretch a little bit more and adds an extra layer to it. So now that little exclusive die cut that says this is a true story looks like it's, an ephemera piece or a larger element because I layered it up twice. So it just adds something a little bit extra special. So I'm thinking about using this little hexagon. It says M, and then it says magical underneath it, and I really love the color of it, but like I said, I put it on the inside. So for now, I'm going to grab out the thickers that came in the kit, and I'm just going to put down winter, but then I realized that I need something underneath it. So I will go ahead and grab a label from the embellishment kit. Good Vibes stickers that came in the embellishment kit, which I'm just looking to see what'll work. And this is the first time really diving into this kit for me, so there's a lot of playing around with everything that came in the kit. I feel overwhelmed when I get a brand new kit because there's so much product, which isn't a bad thing, right? Because you get a lot of product, but at the same time, you're just looking at everything for the first time. You're not really familiar with it. We did get the carousel stickers, the enamel stickers in this month's kit, which are just gorgeous. But I had, reason why you see 2 packs is because I already had a pack from a previous purchase, and I don't want to open up my brand new pack. So just know that it comes in your kit, but I'm using one already from my stash so that I don't have to I want to use one all the way up before I bust in the brand new one. So like I said, I'm looking at all of this for the very first time and seeing what'll work and what won't work. And I decided, I really kind of want to use those houses on a Christmas layout. So I pull that back off and then I put a little enamel heart on it. And I really just like the simplicity of the cover. Here's where I go ahead and add that story. The sentiment on that label from the cut apart is it perfectly fits right underneath the little T cross, and it just, the whole thing just fit perfectly. I put it underneath the W in winter, and then ran it underneath the "This is a true story," and it just worked out great. So then also on that sticker sheet came the months of the year, and so I just put down on the bottom right hand corner December, January, February, because this is what is going to be this is what's going to be documented for my winter traveler's notebook. And then I wanted to add some more of that gold down on the bottom right, so I put 17 to 18 because that's the 2 years that are going to be in this traveler's notebook. It just makes sense. So I really like how the cover turned out. It's really simple, and now we're going to go ahead and work on the inside. So I went ahead and I printed off my picture. It's on the right hand side, and it is a picture of the frozen fog. So this picture series I have already documented, but I wanted to put it in the traveler's notebook because it is a big element when it comes from, you're going from fall into winter, is that you get the freezing fog around here. So I wanted to really document that in here. I'm using my little embossing label maker. I love this. I got some black label tape, so it embosses white and then has the black background. Love, 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 love this embossing maker. And it's like 15 bucks on Amazon. So I stick it down there, and then I realize later on that I want to add another picture on top of this picture, the larger picture that I've already printed off. I really love the way that it ends up looking, but for now you're going to just watch me fiddle around with the products and see if I want to add more to it. I end up taking off a lot because I like to edit as I go, and a lot of the times if I'm just playing around with stuff and I don't really have a starting point or a sketch that I'm going off of, then this is just what happens. So right now I'm going to take some stamps and some embossing powder, and I'm going to stamp on that large photo on the right hand side. So in the stamp set, the exclusive stamp set that comes with your kit, there is a little asterisk that looks like frost. There's 3 of them, 3 different sizes. So I'm going to put down the Versamark, and then I'm going to white emboss over the top of that. And it's subtle, but it looks like you're looking out a frosted window. And I just love the versatility of these stamps, and especially when they come with tiny little images like that. They can just go so far. So I'm just going to stamp down, and I do a little bit at a time so that my ink doesn't dry up on me, and then I'll go ahead and heat emboss that. So I did want to mention that before I kind of ruined the edge in the middle there because my picture went over and it wasn't going to close very well. So what I did to combat that problem was just use some of the the Crate Paper Snow and Cocoa washi tape that came with the Christmas Stories kit. It was a part of the Christmas Stories kits. It didn't come with the kit. You could purchase it separately, and I went ahead and purchased it separately. So that is the blue that you see down the bottom. And after I did all of the little frost flakes on that picture, I went ahead and I ran my embossing pad all the way around the edge and then put the embossing powder on it, so it really made it look like a snowy window. So that tag over there on the left-hand side, that was a part of the cut-apart sheet that came, it was the Crate Paper Good Vibes So Chill, So Chill cut apart, and I cut that up and I put a little stamp on it, said Fairy Dust, and then I wrote down that early in the change from fall to winter, we experience a fairyland frosted in white from the freezing fog. It symbolizes the cold to come, but gives warning to the autumn that's passing. And then I go ahead and put that down. That December that I had white embossed, I just put it right over the top of a word that already said December, and I placed the tag so that the word December was right above the tag. And then so you read it, the joy, December, best time. It just worked out great. I love all of those little words, and I have a little bit of that paper left, obviously, from this, so I might use them in future projects for little word strips or phrase strips. So there you see me put that little picture there on the right hand side of my kiddos, and I'm going to bring out my little date roller stamp and date down on that tag on the left hand side the day that I took the picture. And that's pretty much going to conclude it. I do put some Gold Heidi Swap Color Shine on there because I can't not. I love the look of Gold Heidi Swap Color Shine against black or darker colors. I like it on white too, but it really pops on the black. It gives a little bit of extra something something. And that's it for you guys. Thanks so much for popping in today. I have some close-ups for you at the end. And go check out Citrus Twist Kits and subscribe because they're awesome. I wouldn't want you to miss out on another month. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.